And we're recording. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. Dr. Stacy here. Happy Wednesday. Good to see all your smiling faces. Everyone's smiling. See all the smiles? Yay. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. Every day's amazing. So, we're going to talk tonight about some really exciting things happening in LifeWave right now and some extra special things that are going to be taking place that you need to know about. So, for all of my newbies, meaning you are brand new to the team, congratulations, welcome. We want to help you grow your business. We want to help you launch. We want to help you invite people and get those people educated about LifeWave's technology. And of course, you have lots of opportunities to plug into, whether it's our Tuesday or Thursday night patching podcast at 9 Eastern or my Tuesday night at 8 Eastern. If you guys did not catch Dr. Dawn last night, please go to my YouTube. Go to Dr. Stacy and Trey is what it's called. YouTube, go there and get that recording from last night or go into the team page and grab it. It was really good. Dr. Don always knocks it out of the park. And of course, everyone needs to see that. So for your people that you had invited last night, or maybe you spaced it, you can send that out to people and say, hey, if you missed last night's Zoom with Dr. Don Verhulst, medical doctor, talking about boosting and balancing our immune system, check this out. So make sure you get that from last night and share that with everybody. It was really good. And next Tuesday, we have Dr. Stan Gravely is going to be on as well, sharing about the immune system from his perspective. And Dr. Stan is an incredible PhD doctor that has just, same thing, just like Dr. Don, 40 plus years in the industry of wellness and health and wellness products. So that's going to be incredible. So make sure you keep that on your calendar for next Tuesday. I'll be sending out that invite for that as well too. By this weekend, we'll have that invite out for you guys so you can start promoting that for next Tuesday night. So let's talk about helping you guys grow your business. Let's talk about what LifeWave has available. I am sure you have seen this already, but if not, you have an email from LifeWave about our rank up promotion to earn bonuses. So we know the foundation of this business is and always will be promoting to manager. So if you're a newer brand partner with LifeWave, not yet a manager, you can earn $100 yourself for promoting to manager. Once you do that, you can help somebody else go manager and you'll earn another 50, or help another person go manager, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or however many you want, and they will pay you $50 for every manager that you promote out. If you're already manager and above, then of course your goal is to help other people become managers, and you will earn $50 from every single person. I'm not going to go over the FAQs. They are right here. The main thing you need to know is it starts August 4th and goes until the 31st. So you have the entire month of August to promote. Now, we know that it doesn't take a month to promote to manager. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. We've got some senior presidential directors on here that are going to share some tips and things that they did to promote to manager. But this is manager. This is you right here. This is you. If you have been in LifeWave for a while, you know that you have to have at least 110 in volume, meaning an X39 and an Eon. Every single month, you had to have purchased an advanced pack or at least accumulated 300 in PV since you've been with LifeWave. Either way, it doesn't matter, but you got to have at least the 300 and you got to be active with 110. We know that we need at least a core on our 2 cores or above on our left and 2 cores or above on our right. The 35 means the PIB that you earn from the core. We know that PIB jumps up to 75 with the advanced and 405 with the premium. So of course you would adjust what you're going to be making. So you can earn $100 by going to manager, plus you're looking at these PIBs, right? There's an additional 140 right there for, right? Am I right? 35, yeah, 70, 70, 140, yes. So you can earn the 140 there. So there's $240. And then of course our goal would be to help other people that you've enrolled do the exact same thing, and you'll earn $50 off of each of them. So Let's talk a little bit about that before we move on to discuss anything further. I'd love to hear. I see Laura, I see Leah on here, SPD, I see Charlene on here. Can you guys unmute? Just give us a couple quick tips on how did you go manager way back when? What did you do personally?
You know, it's so simple. You call your four best friends and your family members. And literally, I had people that I called and said, "You need this," and they trust me and they gave me their credit card. I called one person that was in my past business with me and she jumped right in. So it's literally takes nothing to get four customers, especially the people that trust you, the people that you know could use this. That's how you go manager quick. It's that warm market, that hot market.
Love that. Thank you.
Well, we all know that this business is about duplication. So I'm not even going to sit here and try to say I did something different than what Leah said. It was really about we all did it. You sat in a room or you were on a Zoom and you heard about the technology. And yes, you thought about yourself, right? But how about all the people that started rolling through your head when you were listening? Those are the first people that you call immediately, right? You don't need training. You don't need to get on a Zoom. You don't need to do anything but pick up the phone and say, you know what? This is what I heard. I think you might want to give it a whirl. This is what it does. I don't know much. Tell them, I don't know much, but I've ordered it and I think it could help you too. That's it, you guys. That's how Leah and I rolled through that. That's how, I went manager in, I don't know, 12 hours, 15 hours, whatever it was from throwing my credit card at Stacy, right? It just stop. Just go help somebody that you love, right?
Yeah.
That's my tip.
Thank you. Thank you. Charlene?
Yeah, pretty much the same. I mean, I immediately called my parents, my brother and sister, but I also, put my clients on them immediately. They trusted me. I had a really good relationship with them. Would come in and they saw the changes in me. They could tell I was feeling better. They could see it in my face. And I'm like, yeah, and they wanted it too. So, I mean, it was so easy, just like, Laura and Leah said, you call the people that you love and the people you care about. I cared about my clients and I cared, about my family, and it's so easy.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Charlene. I see we've got Cindy on here and Jody and Susan. Would you guys like to just share real quickly how you got to manager when you first started years ago?
Sure. Hey there. I was trying to get my camera on. Sorry about that. Okay. Don't forget the power of the three-way call. That's exactly what we did. So we made our list, make your list, and then we started getting people on the phone and doing three-way calls with Laura and with Jody. And it wasn't too long. I don't remember how many days, but we hit it pretty quickly. And we just, we really dedicated the time to it because we knew, okay, we got to get this done. So, and we got it done. And, but the power of the three-way call, that's beautiful because like they were saying, you don't have to know everything, but you can say I'm working with somebody and they know a lot more than I do. I'm just getting started, but I had to share this technology with you because I've never seen anything like it. And then I think we use that line that's been so famous: by age 35, you're down 50% of your stem cell activity. By the time you're 65, you're down 90%. So that's really all we did. And we went manager pretty quickly.
Wow. Wow. That's great. Thank you for sharing, Susan. Cindy, you want to share real quick?
Yeah, actually, we had a little bit different approach because in our minds, we were not going to build this business. And we went manager while we were not building this business. What we did is Susan told us about the patching podcast, and we watched the patching podcast every night because we wanted to learn more about the product. And we look at each other and we go, oh my gosh, Bill needs to hear about that. And Stan was having problems with that. And so needs to hear that. And then we'd contact Susan. We'd say, okay, we need the recording for last night's podcast. And we'd send it out to those people and just said, hey, we just saw this and thought of you. If you're interested, let me know. I'll hook you up with the person who shared it with me and got me wholesale pricing. And then when they'd get back to us, of course, we didn't know anything from anything. We'd be like, Susan, Don, we need help. And they would get on a three-way call and just share with them because we weren't building on purpose. That's how easy it is, y'all, is you just listen to the podcast, join the meetings, hear what's going on out there, but always have in the back of your mind, who needs to hear what I just heard?
I love that.
Yeah, I remember Laura, uh, she got on a three-way with Dr. Don and Susan, and there were a couple key words. I was already studying and on a transdermal stem cell, and she mentioned something about carnosine that had something to do with telomeres.
Yeah.
It was at that moment right there. I said, we need to try this right away.
Yeah.
There's no keywords.
The power of that three-way call, because Donna and Susan were going to have us each get an X39 and an Eon, but Laura, dropped that bomb that, oh, if you do X39 and X49 together, 10% weight loss, or, lose 10% of your fat. And so they get ready to sign us up. And I'm like, oh no, we can't have that core. We need that other. And it was back then silver and gold. We need that gold package because we need more patches. So yeah, the three-way call is amazing. You all don't be afraid to contact your upline to do that. That is expected. If you run around and you try to do it yourself, you will probably burn your warm market. And I'm so grateful that we did do the three-way call for 99% of our first people. And it was beautiful. And yeah, and watching the Patching podcast.
Awesome. Thank you. Great tips, you guys. Thank you, Susan, and thank you, Cindy and Casey. Excellent tips. So, and Jody put in the chat that her family did not patch, but she sowed seeds for about 2 to 3 weeks. Jody's a senior presidential director as well. And she said she messaged many people during that time that she was trying something new. As soon as she got some results, they were all in. So sometimes it just takes you getting results and sometimes not. You guys know for me, when I started, it was just literally, voice clips into messenger inboxes and text and jump on this Zoom so you can hear more and learn more. And that's just what we did nonstop was join us on the Zoom. Join us on the Zoom, learn to hear more. Patching podcast, 9 p.m. Eastern. We that's what we did. That's what we still do. Join us on the Zoom. Come to hear more. Or if you can't make it, I'll send you the recording. No worries. Those recordings are powerful, just like Cindy said. Angel wants to know what's the name of the podcast. So you'll never find it on Apple. So we have what's called a patching podcast. It's not actually a podcast. It's a Zoom. And the Zoom takes place Monday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And they're 30 minutes. Different leaders will interview 2 people that share their personal testimonials with the patches. And then they will give a brief explanation of how the technology works at the end. Those are privately uploaded into a private Telegram channel. So that way we can keep them. We have over 6,000 recorded testimonials from the last 5+ years. So it's a Zoom that takes place Monday and Thursday evening. It's not on my Zoom. It's on the Patching Podcast Zoom, which I can put there. We have little invites and stuff like that. We get text on it. I'll send it to you, Angel. No worries. But the Zoom number is 379-717-7845. Is that it? 379-717-7845. Yeah, that's the Zoom room number. But I'll get you the flyer, the information. So, Going Manager, you have that option right now. So let's real quick talk about this. If you are already a manager, or if you're like, hey, I want those $50 extra bonuses. So I'm already a manager. What do I do to help other people go manager? Well, obviously you do the same thing, right? Let's have a Zoom. Get with your upline, book a private Zoom Obviously, you can invite to the Patching Podcast and the Tuesday night, but book a private Zoom to invite your people too. That's what we did, right? Laura, Leah, you guys, we did that every single day. We did that every day, 11 and 3 every single day, and then we invited to the 9 p.m. Patching Podcast at night. But think about this. You have people that you've just shared this with, and just like Cindy said, you started thinking about other people. So when they come to the Zoom and they hear, they're going to start thinking of other people. So you invite them again and say, bring your people, or let's jump on a call with the people that you care about, that you're thinking of. This might help, and we can help them. So the key here is the people that you're sharing with, asking them to share as well, and not in a way that they have to build this big, massive business, but in a way that they are literally helping the people they care about because you're thinking of them. So you're not lying. You reach out to them. Hey, I heard this Zoom last night. I heard this testimonial from this guy, and I thought of you. So it's just, I thought of you. I care about you. Okay. So that's how you're going to get to director. You have a manager on your right, a manager on your left. So that means you have a $50 bonus here, a $50 bonus here. They have 100. They're making 100 each. But again, just like all of these ladies said, managers like this, it's not that hard. It's usually your people that that know you, like you, trust you. Give me your credit card. You got to have this technology. You need this. Trust me. You don't even know you need it. You need it. So does your husband. So does your next door neighbor. And so does your mom and your dad. We know we all need it, right? We do. So that would also be your forward thinking focus on going to director, which is manager, then director. Okay. So now let's, any questions? That's a good one first. Any questions? You guys have any questions at all? Feel free to raise your hand on your screen or type it in the chat. Any questions about managers? So anybody that's not currently a manager will go manager at least by Sunday. Yes. Correct? Heads nodding yes. All the people I can see on my screen in front of me are already managers. So of course you guys are nodding your heads. And the rest of you that don't have your cameras on, no worries. You're just sitting back there nodding your head with me. Okay. All right. So let's move on and talk about LifeWave's second promotion they announced on Monday. And that is the cruise to the Bahamas. So some people may not be interested in a cruise. Some people may not be interested in the Bahamas. We want you to be interested in a cruise, and we want you to be interested in the Bahamas. You definitely should. It's really not about the cruise or about the Bahamas as much as it is about us coming together and connecting and having fun and celebrating each other's successes and have some time just to sit around and really get to know each other better. Sidelines, uplines, downlines, cross lines, whatever you want to call it. This cruise is what these incentive trips that LifeWave has for us. That's what they do. They help us to create a stronger and bigger community. So this is an 11-week cruise. I'm going to share with you some trackers here in just a minute, but this is an 11-week cruise. So that means it started on Monday. We have 11 weeks to earn it. So we got to get focused. So these are your point schedules down here. You can go 100% for yourself, paid for, 80 points. You can get your airfare paid for if you're flying in, 90 points. If you want to bring a guest, you have to have 105 and your airfare is covered. If you want your guest's airfare covered, you need 125 points. Okay, so the cruise dates, just so I want you guys to understand, see this part right here? The cruise is actually the 9th through the 13th out of Miami. You will fly in or drive into Miami on the 8th. LifeWave will pay for you to have a hotel at a select location near the cruise terminal on February 8th. So that way there's no one missing the ship, because in the United States, you don't get to miss a ship when it leaves port and then pick it up wherever it stops next. That only happens in Europe. It's an amazing phenomenon. When I experienced that a couple years ago, I was like, why are all these people getting on and off with their suitcases at all these different ports as we were all over Europe? And then they're like, oh no, some are here for 2 nights, some are 3 nights. And we're like, we're all in for 7. We had no idea it was an option. In the US, it's not like that. And I'm saying that because there are European brand partners on here, and this is your cruise too. So even though this is USA, Mexico, Canada, this is my flyer because I don't receive flyers for the European market. This is the EMEA as well. So our European partners for the first time ever will be joining us on this cruise. USA, Canada, Mexico, Europe together in Miami. Oh, wow. Some of you have never experienced Miami. And then we're going to be jumping on this massive ship. It's not a little one, it's a big ship, really nice ship. And we're going to jump on that and we're going to head off for Coco Cay, which is our first stop. And then we'll be going over to Nassau. So let's go down here and take a look at our points. So we've talked about obviously, you know, helping people come in as brand partners. So you can earn a point for helping someone be a customer. They have to order at least an X39 to get a point. But when you look here at how we grow our business is by signing up those core packs and above. So if you're new, then obviously the name of the game is helping people enroll. If you've been in for a while, the name of the game is still enrolling people, and it's core packs and above. If you've been in for years and years, just like a lot of us have here, we're still enrolling people. I enrolled an advanced pack 2 days ago. Brand new person that I connected. Well, I've known her for years, but we reconnected again on LinkedIn. So we're always enrolling new people every single week. All of us are enrolling people every week because we're always sharing this technology. Even if we're just sharing with one or two or three new people every day, that funnel of people that you're sharing with and you're inviting, you're following up with, these are your personally new enrolled people. And you're going to get a good amount of points from this. And then if you have been in and you currently have people that are brand partners, the name of the game right now for those brand partners is to get them to upgrade. Okay, so help them to move to the next pack. And just to keep it simple, if you look down here, and you heard this a minute ago, we used to call our packs bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Okay, so they changed that a year ago to the core, the premium, or the core, the advanced, and the premium. So that's why you'll see these down here, because some people have people, I have people that are still bronze and silvers and golds and platinums. So if you have one of those, you get these points for upgrading them. But if you have someone, for example, that came in as a starter, you guys know that last month we had the buy the X3949 combo and get the Eon for free. People came in starter packs just for that. They paid the $25 just for that promo right there. This is an incredible time right now because it's been a month and they no longer have their supply. They're dwindling down to days to help them go from starter to core, and you would earn 2 points, or starter to advanced. And here's what I want you to understand. So when you look at this starter pack was $25. When they go to core, core is $295, but you take the 25 off of that. So it's only $270, and they're going to be able to get 3 X39s for $270. So it's a savings of $10 per X39. And if you look at the advanced, it is $535 minus the 25 if they were a starter pack. So for what is that, 510, 25, is that right? 35, something like that? Yeah, 510. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so 510, they're going to get 6 X39s. That makes them around what, $85 a piece? So that's a huge savings. And of course you can mix and match in the supported patches and blah, 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 blah. Premium, you can see, I'm not going to go through all of these, but you understand. And the verbiage we say is we reach out to these people no matter what rank they are. You know, hey, Becky, I wanted to let you know you still have a new customer upgrade on your account. You have the ability to get your next order of patches at a deeper discount. So if they're a core and they're going to advance, the difference is $240 and they get 3 sleeves for $240. That's $80 a sleeve. Oh, no one in their right mind would want to order them for $99 when you can get them for $80. That doesn't even make sense. And so that's how you say, hey, you've got a new customer upgrade on your account still. You can get your patches, big discount this week, which means you get your list of your people you've enrolled and you get them upgraded this week. Then moving over here, obviously you earn points when your personally sponsored brand partner rank advance. So if you're already a manager, you're going to earn that $50 when you help someone go manager, but you're also going to earn 5 points per manager that you help promote. So your goal in LifeWave, I promise you this is still our goal, still the sheets here right now, manager making machine. Who can I help promote to manager that I've personally enrolled? That's always the name of the game when we're looking at the business side of this. And obviously, we know our focus is adding value in people's lives, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but also financially. And so we want to help people earn additional income. They want their patches for free. Go manager. Easy peasy. I just told you you could make $240 for going manager. That's going to pay for patches, no problem, right? So, and that's just if you brought in core packs. So if you see that you have someone that's already a manager, then your goal is to help them go to director. You can see the points, right? And then when you personally rank advanced, so if you're already a manager, then when you promote to manager, you're going to get 10 points. So for those of you guys that earn this $100 bonus, you're going to not only earn that, but you'll earn 10 points. When you get to director, which just means you have 2 managers, then you're going to get 15 points. Do you see how this is adding up? You're going to earn points for the people you help enroll. You're going to earn points for yourself. And of course, you can see that all the way up. And then what if you are, let's say you're already a manager, you're already a director, whatever your lifetime highest rank is, they give you points each week for maintaining that rank. So 6 different ways to earn points on top of this manager rank up promotion that LifeWave is thrown out. Now, obviously the terms and conditions are all right here. Of course, they're going to pay for your flight. You've got a 450 credit. You've got to book it yourself. And again, I already told you we're coming in before the flight. Just hang on, don't book your flight right now while I'm talking though, because I'm getting ready to share something else with you. But flights right now for booking in February are cheap. I already looked. They're super inexpensive to book a flight. So you're like, I'm going, I'm all in, I'm going to make it happen. I want to make sure LifeWave's going to cover my flight. You book your flight and then they will reimburse you after the trip. That's how that works. If you wait till the end, of course, they're still going to reimburse you, but you may end up spending more than $450. I don't know. So just wanted to let you guys know that. I'm not going to go over all these details with you, but make sure if you don't have your passport yet, I would get it. You can board a Royal Caribbean ship with a driver's license and a birth certificate, but I still personally would not do that. I would get a passport. You need a passport. You're going to need a passport. We travel a lot with LifeWave, and trust me, we've all used our passports multiple times in the last year, 2+ years with LifeWave. So definitely do that. All right. So any questions before I show you something extra special that has nothing to do with LifeWave's incentives? Raise the hand. Anything at all? Any questions? Just checking. So Karen, if you don't earn the cruise, you can't go on the cruise. So LifeWave doesn't allow you to attend the cruise unless you've earned it. So this is an incentive that started Monday and goes until October 19th. So it's an 11-week time period to earn this cruise. That's how you get to go. If you want to go on a cruise, you can go on a cruise anytime you want, of course. Anybody can do that. But this is going to be extra special with LifeWave. All right. Any other questions about the cruise? All right. So I'm going to share something extra with you guys that has nothing to do with LifeWave or anybody else or any other team or anything. Wait, no. Before I do that, hang on. Let me back up. We have 2 cruise trackers. You need to keep track of your people. So we have 2 different ones I'm going to show you. Alicia made this one, which has all your points, all the breakdowns, and then you just check off every point you get, whether it's a maintenance point this week, or you've, upgraded someone, or you've enrolled someone new, or you've rank advanced, whatever it is. You do this, okay? This is your little check box. But she also has this on the back of it, which helps you if you have people to upgrade, then you can write their names down, or if you want to write down the names of your new enrollments or the people that you're working on to go to manager. This is another component of that tracker, same information back here that was on the front. So I like writing people's names down on paper. I'm a pen and paper person. So this is in the team page. It's in the files tab, and it's also right there in the feed. So you can go on your computer, go to files, and you'll be able to find this. So this is one tracker, and then Gina Moat made another tracker, and it looks like this. And it's a 1-page tracker. So same thing, except you're writing down, here's Monday, Tuesday, right? Here's each of the dates for this week. What did you accomplish on each of the dates? Did you get a point here? Did you get 2 points here? 5 points here? Whatever. What did we figure out last night, Leah? It's an 11-week cruise. So your goal would be 11 weeks. Your goal would be to get to 10 points per week.
12 if you want 125 points.
Thank you. So if you want 2 guests and you and a guest and airfare for both, you want 12 points per week. That is your goal. If you just want you and a guest and a airfare, then that is going to be 10 points. What is it, Leah, if you just want to take yourself and you're saying, screw everybody else, I'm going by myself, goodbye, then what's that point per week?
8.
Thank you. All right. So 8 points, 10 points, or 12 points, whichever floats your boat. That's how many you want to focus on each week. So depending on whatever tracker you like or method or how you track your stuff, don't count on LifeWave to have your tracker for you. Will they have a tracker? They will be sending out, last time they sent out emails and you could see where you were and the points, but they're always behind. Remember, we get pay periods Monday to Sunday. So this week right now, we won't be paid for 2 weeks. You guys understand that? So the points don't get calculated in LifeWave's system until we are paid on that week. So whatever points you have right now this week, whatever you accumulate, they won't have access to give you that information for 2 weeks. So you're going to get frustrated because the points are always going to be behind. They're not correct. That's why we use the tracker, so we can keep track of our points ourselves, because that is how you grow your business. You're accountable for it. What do I have? What do I need? What's my focus? What do I need to do next? So make sure that you have your own tracker printed out, your own information. And again, this is in the Millionaire Apache Rockstars page. Both of these trackers have been posted. If you go on your computer and you type file, or you go to the files tab, there's tabs across the top, and you touch files. Files is not on your phone, but you can find it in the feed. It's in the feed, but it's under the files tab. So you just print it off. And if that is like too much information, you can't figure that out, then just ask one of us. We can email you the PDF. It's not a big deal. We have all access to all of that, of course. We already have it. We have them all printed out. I've got this one and I've got this one. So I'm personally using this one because I wanted to write all the people down that could be upgraded and see them there, as well as I actually went to the back office and printed them all off as well too. So I have all of them here that are the enrollments that can be upgraded and promote. So get yourself organized, get your business organized. And if you don't have any business because you're brand new, fantastic. Let's help you get new business. Let's help you organize that new business. We want to help you with that. So the big thing that I want to share with you guys that is above and beyond this is something that I decided to do for my team. This is going to be my team only. We are going to have a pre-cruise retreat for the cruise earners. So for those of you that earn this cruise, we are going to come into Miami on the 7th. LifeWave will pay for your hotel on the 8th. As I mentioned a minute ago, I'm going to pay for your hotel on the 7th. Don't know the location of the hotel yet. It will be near the cruise terminal, like I said. When I find that information out, then I'll go ahead and contact hotel about securing us a block of rooms. So this retreat is going to be different than anything we've ever done because we've always done senior director and above retreats. This is something special, and I'm going to tell you why. And for those of you that are listening, and of course, those of you that have been on other retreats or you may be watching the recording. So we always do an event in Florida in February, and we always do an event in July. Every single year. We literally 2 weeks ago just finished our 8th leadership retreat. I've been with LifeWave 4 years. We've done 2 a year, every year, to help celebrate our brand new senior directors, bringing them into Florida, doing an event in the beginning of the year and another one again in the middle of the year. With the way things happened with our compensation plan in our enhancements that did not roll out when we anticipated them to roll out, that actually stopped the incentive trip, which is this cruise trip, that was supposed to roll out with that new comp plan. And so your field advisory board, we meet with the corporate team and we said, okay, that's fantastic. The comp plan is going to take a little bit longer. No worries, no problem. But you got to have an incentive trip right now. We have to have an incentive trip. And get your ducks in a row, figure out what you're going to do. We got to do something. Well, they had already booked the ship for February 9th through 13th. So, which I did know that back in April when we were in Punta Mita. So I was like, that's when we always do an event in Florida and have a leadership retreat. So I waited until this was announced, and I'm like, okay, fantastic. So we're going to roll with it, right? Things change. We roll with it. It's part of it. But I still want to have something special to bring the people that earned this cruise in to be able to have some fun, some, time together to hang out, some dinners, to be able to have a little bit of fun training as well. I'm already working with Europe. I work very closely with Europe because Trey's largest organization is in Europe. And so we're over there 3-4 times a year doing events. So we're already collaborating. They want to be a part of what we're doing as well because they will be coming over. Like I said, the European partners that earn will be coming over. So we're going to have an event as well on that day, the 8th in the morning, a small event. It's not a big event like we just put on a couple weeks ago in Orlando where there's 900 people and it's open to a company. Again, this is a special thing just for people in my organization. And then we have some fun, exciting things that we're going to be doing together to celebrate you guys that earned the cruise. So it's all going to be fun. There's not going to be any work. You're going to be having a good time, chilling, being pampered, spoiled, relaxed, celebrate, the whole 9 yards. And then we'll all jump on that ship. You can start boarding depending on where you come in at, but noon to 3, the ship set sail at 3:30. So they'll have everybody boarding around noon on the 9th. So we'll come in on the 7th. So if you're looking to book your flight like I do way ahead of time, then go book the flight on the 7th and then you're going to leave on the 13th because you're going to earn that cruise and you want to be a part of the extra special cruise earners retreat. And to kind of go back to what I think it was Karen had said, because she's like, I want to go on a cruise, but if I don't earn it, can I still go? And you can't go to the retreat unless you earn the cruise. So it's not like buy in, I'm this rank, I want to be there. The retreat is just for the people that earn the cruise. So it's something extra special just to piggyback on top of that. Okay? So any questions about the cruise earners retreat that's going to take place in Miami in February? And I know it's August, so you're like, February? Yeah, whatever. I don't want to hear about February. But guess what? It's Florida, and the rest of the country and world is cold and miserable and rainy and horrible and snowy. And we are gorgeous and sunny and 75 to 80 degrees and just living our best lives down here in Florida in February. So we want you all here. I know if you were here in July, just, a couple weeks ago, it's hot. Oh my God, it's like 110-degree heat index. We're just, putting our hair in ponytails every single day and washing it like once a week. It's ridiculous. We can't get anything done because it's so hot outside. But in February, it's a gorgeous time to be here. You're still going to come back in July. Don't worry. You'll brave the heat. But we want you there. Okay? So, questions. Yes, Colleen, 13th is a good time to fly out on. Fantastic. Can you get reimbursed for travel if you pay with miles? I don't know. I have no idea if you can or not. I'm not in charge of the reimbursement. So that would be maybe a question you can email in to customer service and ask them. I don't know if they'll reimburse if you didn't actually pay for it. I mean, I know you did because you obviously flew to get those miles, or you charged on your credit card. Trust me, we're big on miles. So we use our miles all the time and accumulate new ones daily because our credit cards are hooked to that. So, Colleen, the ship always comes in early. Like you can get off that ship between 6 and 8 a.m. So I don't know what they'll have. So I don't know what they'll do because remember, they're going to be transferring you. So I would book later than I would earlier. I would not book an early flight. I definitely wouldn't book anything before noon. I would look more at an afternoon flight time just because of them transferring you to Miami International and what that looks like with the earners. So, and another thing I love about this cruise, because it is 11 weeks and it's really for those of us that get out there and bust our butt to get it done. There is going to be a smaller group of people. The last two incentive trips, how many of you guys were in Punta Mita and Punta Cana with 850 plus people? It was massive. It was fun. We had massive results, resorts. They were incredible. Lots and lots and lots of people. But this is going to be a more intimate group, even though it's on a cruise ship. We will be getting together. There's always a little small like business meeting thing that they have for like an hour. They give you, free patches and swag and stuff like that. And then they always have some kind of like a cocktail celebration, or they do heavy hors d'oeuvres. A couple different nights. So they do different themes. When we were on the cruise last year in Greece, we had different nights. We wore different colors. We wore blue one night, or we dressed up at, I don't even know, what was it? Like I don't know, rocker type or 70s, 80s, something. I don't know. And then we had another night that was a white night. So we do things together where we get together and dinner times are seated together. But it will be a smaller group of people. So definitely going to be more, intimate hanging out that way. Yes, double incentive. You are very, very, very welcome. Absolutely. All right. Any other questions? Trackers. So the trackers you won't get in the back office. If you look in your email, that's where you're going to find the information on all the promotions that LifeWave's putting out. They have put out emails individually, and then they put out one big summary of an email as well too. So they will announce those themes ahead of time. I don't know what they are right now, but they will definitely send you an email when you register to tell you what you need to wear on each night and that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun. And if you don't have anything, don't worry. I have about 4 trash bags of clothes right now that are brand new with tags on them that I bought for so many different things over the last year that I didn't like the way they looked on me, or they didn't fit right, or I needed to order a smaller size or a larger size. And so they're patiently waiting there. Leah, I know Leah's like, send me stuff. But my sister-in-law, Michelle, she's like, you have clothes in I'm going shopping in your bags first. So I don't send anything back. I buy everything from Amazon. If it fits, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't care. I'm not a taker backer kind of person. I'm a giveaway kind of person if I don't need it. So if you need something to wear and you don't have anything, trust me, there's tons of blue, tons of white, tons of black, all in there. You want floral, you want, I got Mexican themed stuff. I've got beach themed stuff. I mean, don't worry. I got you covered. Size wise from Amazon, I'm going to buy anything between a small, medium, or large. You just never know. So there's a mixture of all of that in there. I have a really broad shoulder, chest area. So a lot of things don't zip up for me. Because I have boobs, let's just be honest. And so there's a lot of things that don't zip up, and I'm like, but I need a medium in the waist, and I really need a large up top. And then I'm like, screw it, I'm not going to wear this. I'm going to just buy something different cut. So yeah, I know, right? Sorry. girl problems, guys. But anyway, and Brent, yeah, of course he has tons of clothes in his closet as well too that he keeps throwing out because he's in between sizes. This water machine, he's dropping some pounds, so he's like, woohoo! I'm gonna buy some more clothes. Then yeah, they're not. He's not quite. He put on a shirt the other night. I was like, buddy, I think you shrunk that one or something. You're not into a medium yet. We're gonna take that one back off. But anyway, you guys. So any questions over any of that we've covered thus far? No questions. I'm going to give you the ability to unmute yourself. So you can unmute yourself. Any questions at all about anything you want to know about this business? Yep, we're looking forward to the water machine. Absolutely. If you guys didn't see that information yet, they're going to start rolling out from the top of the company down. They have two waves that are going to happen before conference. They've got a wave happening in August. The issue, if you guys didn't hear this yet, the issue is the manufacturing. We have a machine that David holds 20 patents on that has not existed on the planet until he invented it. And 3 years ago, it was the size of a conference table. So it's taken 3 years to get it to countertop. It is now countertop. But this machine is not your typical alkalizing, hydrogenating, RO, filtration, water machine. So to find manufacturing for it was no small feat. And then once they did, it didn't come out perfect, of course. So there was tweaks and tweaks and tweaks because David's a perfectionist. I mean, the man holds over 200 patents. Don't you think he's a perfectionist? And so it took a while for them to get the manufacturing correct. And our beta models that the top 30 have right now don't even have all of the correct components that he has for the actual models that are ready to roll out next week. So the stockpile right now is currently 500 for the month of August. So next week, the top of the top 50 will be receiving an email. You can't call customer service and buy one, so don't even try. But they'll receive an email. There's a list. It's already been turned in. We have to call in, place an order, and pay cash up front. There is no payment plan for these pre-launch machines. So you have to have $5,000 available on a credit card or debit card. There is no like money order, PayPal, transfer, payment. There's none of that. So when the first wave, the first 72 hours, when those top 50 have purchased, then it will be open to the SPDs. They'll receive the email. They have to call in, same thing. Pay up front, and they will be shipped their machine as well. So they will, and it's USA only. So we're not water machines in Canada, Mexico, or any other part of the world. So it will be USA only. So honestly, it's a small pool of people. So I anticipate them getting through SPDs, PDs, and maybe even onto EDs all next week. And so then they'll go till they sell the 500. Look, Beth and Mike are like, yes. Got the card ready. Let's go, baby. You see them look at each other. That was priceless. So I know that's why you should have your camera on so we can watch your facial expressions when I say really crazy off the wall stuff or, important stuff. It's fun. For me anyways, it's entertaining. So when we look at the 500 being gone, whenever they're gone, they're gone. But again, we're stockpiling. So come mid-September, wherever they left off on that list, they will go down from there. So let's just say it's EDs, SDs, directors. They'll do the next wave of 500. Again, cash only, card open, your card, $5,000, done. So you could very well have a water machine, you guys on here watching the recording, August or September, okay? At conference. And if you don't have your conference ticket yet, get it. They're almost sold out. They've got a little bit left. And there are people that have tickets that are holding them that they can transfer to you. Obviously, you have to pay them. But there are people that do have tickets to transfer as well. So start asking and talking because at conference, they will have stockpiled a whole nother wave of these machines. And only US people at conference that have not yet purchased a machine will have the ability to purchase a machine. It will ship direct to your door. You won't walk out the location in California with it. It's not a airplane friendly type of machine. It weighs like 40 pounds. So the box is ridiculous. It's huge. And yeah, you're not going to put it on an airplane. So that will be available then. After conference, so October 27th, then we'll have open purchasing with the payment plans and things like that. They'll come after the conference. So David will have a big, section, of course, on the water machine and things like that. Okay. Where do you get the information? I looked in my back office and I can't find it. I don't know what you're talking about on that. Maybe if it's the machine or tracking. Sorry. The machine will fit under your cabinets. Yes, it sits on my counter right now, perfectly fine underneath the cabinets. And we pour water into that baby every day and drink out of it, all three of us every day. So it's incredible. Angel, did you have a question?
I do. As you know, I'm just getting kind of ramped up and going to probably start hitting the pavement next week. And I can't remember where I saw it last night. And so I was like trying to retrace my steps. I know that there's preferred customer plus, there's also brand partner, but I also thought there was like an even lower level, which was called retail customer, then preferred customer. So there's 3 customer levels, but I couldn't find the information.
Go to your website. Like literally just go to your website, lifewave.com/ whatever it is. And if you click shop and then you put something, like say you click on X39, it's going to give you those options to check out as a retail customer. It's a one-time purchase, retail, that's it. You can check out as a preferred customer on an auto ship for 6 months. Or you can check out as a preferred customer plus, pay a $25 fee, be on an auto ship for 6 months. And if you share with people, then you have the ability, based on what you're ordering, to get some free patches, sample packs, and things like that.
That's what the retail customer was. That's what I couldn't find, was the retail customer was just a one-time purchase person.
One-time purchase. And if you go into your back office into resources tab under the compensation plan, it's all right there as well too. There's PDFs on it. But you can see the examples on your website. When I personally talk about this with people, they ask how much does it cost. I always say it's retail for a month supply of X39, or you can get a 3-month supply for $295 or a 6-month supply for $535. So it's really how much do you want to save? Because you're going to need this more than 3 months. I don't talk to 30-year-olds. So I'm talking to people that are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. So they need at least 6 months. And I say, of course, you can mix and match. You have the ability to do that. No worries. And so we can take some of those X39s out and add in some of the supportive patches we're talking about. No one picks retail because they don't want to. Why would you pay $150 when you can pay $89?
Got it. And it's the brand partners who have to choose the 3 different tiers.
Yeah, but just keep in mind, our brand partners are customers. For example, Jennifer on here, Colombo. Trey's first brand partner, he signed up almost 3 years ago. Came in as a brand partner. Silver pack. Used the patches every single month for years. For years. But she came in as a brand partner customer. She's my customer, so she's his customer. But she came in as a brand partner account because you got to buy in bulk bundle, right? You got a better discount. And so anybody has the ability to buy as a brand partner. When we showed earlier that manager chart, a lot of times those first 4 people that you enroll, they're not people that actually want to share and build a business. They're people that just want to buy the product just like you did. Yeah. They just want, and we want them. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of brand partners that are just customers, and we love that. They get the discounts, they get the promos, they get the maintenance packs if they want them, they get the upgrades, they get all the perks and benefits. Preferred customers and retail customers don't get any of that. They don't get any of the perks. They don't get any of these bulk buying options and packages or upgrades or maintenance kits or anything. Yeah, we call them wholesale customers. Exactly. You can get a wholesale account. Okay, great. Who doesn't want the best pricing? So.
Well, that's interesting because I signed up as a brand partner originally over a year ago. I dropped off the monthly at in the last 3 or 4 months, but I was on it for probably a good 9 months. I didn't get any benefits.
So go back to your upline. She didn't tell you, sorry. But But you do receive emails from LifeWave when they have promotions, and you do receive emails about when we have what we call a PIB boost, and that's where they talk about the upgrades and the benefits of upgrading not only yourself but upgrading others. So we do, and of course, now that you're plugging in, you're wanting to grow a business, we do this every single Wednesday. We've done this for 4 years. So we do the trainings like this as these types of things come along with the, like I said, the PIB boost and how to upgrade people and what that looks like and the benefits of signing them as a brand partner. So you can anytime use a maintenance pack. If you go into your back office and click on store and click on maintenance kits, you have the ability to buy in bulk and it ships to you all at one time and keeps your commission qualified for months, depending on what pack you pick. But the PCs don't have that option to do that. And right, Louise, BPs have full control over their spending choices, when, how, what they want. PCs are locked into an auto ship, and if you're not on that auto ship, you're going to have to pay retail. You don't get an option to have any upgrades or packs or any of that kind of stuff.
Got it. And then just real quick, so if I haven't had something shipped to me in a few months because I just had to like stop for a moment, and let's say I start signing people up, but I haven't done anything, so then that's going to kind of make things null for me from a commission standpoint, right? Because I haven't been active on something for a minute.
So all you need to do, let's say you sign up your cousin tonight.
Okay.
You just have to have an order for 55 BV. You're not yet a manager, so you have to have at least ordered a supportive patch this week. Say she signs up tonight. You have to be active by Sunday because I said we do our commission week. Pay period is Monday to Sunday.
Okay.
You need to be active by Sunday night in order to receive the PIB, that product introduction bonus from whatever pack she comes in with.
Oh, I thought I had to have a minimum of 110, but okay.
If you are a manager or wanting to, if you say this is your week and you sign up 4 people, you have to have 110 in order to be paid as a manager.
Gotcha.
So yes, that is correct. But if you're not a manager and you only, let's say, sign up 1 or 2 people this week, you only need 55 BV to be commission qualified. But when you sign up, say, 2 more next week, you'll need to make sure you have another 55 BV in order to be that 110 that's required for you to be a manager.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You are welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good question. After being brand partner for a year, not getting corporate emails. Yeah, thank you, Leah. Go into your settings and make sure you are signed up for the weekly emails that are going out. LifeWave is doing a really good job of communicating with us now and sending out lots of great content, great business building tips, product information. All the things are going out. So check your junk, check your spam. Make sure you're getting those emails on a regular basis because they have a lot of great information in them to help you grow. Yeah, the new weekly newsletter is so much nicer than the one we would get once a month and no one would ever end up seeing it. So the weekly is great. I think it's important that they are communicating with us on a regular basis. So we're excited about that. So I'm excited. What I want to know, I'm going to post this video, of course, as soon as it uploads to my YouTube in our team page. I want to know who's going to go on that cruise with us. Who's going to be at the cruise retreat beforehand? I want to know who I need to be looking out for that's going to be earning this and going for this, and who on your team is going to do the same thing. So I want you to tag your people on your team. Say, yes, I'm going, I'm all in, I'll be there. Because what I like to do is I like to make lists of people that are interested in doing these things and committed to doing them, so I can make sure that I'm here to help you and support you in that journey, as well as all of your senior presidential directors and presidential executives and senior directors. We're all here to help you grow your business. So if you're not sure who your upline is, or you're not sure if they're building or working or wanting to grow, or maybe they're new too. When Laura and I were, first starting Leah, we were brand new together, all of us. And so we ran to Marcy and we're like, where do we get all of our information? Where's the data? Where do we need it? Da, 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 da. So we're all here to help you, and we want to support you and make sure that you reach your goals. So please know that we're here to help. We want you to reach out. You're not bothering us. We definitely all want to work with the people that want to work with us. And we always say, blow our phones up. Just blow our phones up. We promise we'll answer you. We'll get you the information that you need to be able to earn this incentive. So I look forward to seeing all of you there. And of course, I'll see you again on Zoom very soon. Thank you guys, and have a fantastic evening.